So, ladies and gents, here we are. Didn't expect to be doing any filming on the rivers while I was up here, but as I was in Stalham, I thought I'd give you a bit of footage of the boatyard with all the boats laid up for the winter. You'll obviously see the video I post regarding the apartment I'm staying in, but as I'm going to be in and about the rivers quite a lot the next few days, I thought, you know, why not just do a bit of Broads footage for all you fanatics out there like myself. I, for one, can't stay away from the rivers when I'm up here. That's what majority of people come to the Broads for, though, isn't it? I'm going to try and make these videos a bit more jolly. I've had a couple of people say they wish I would cheer up on my videos when I'm talking to people, but you know, it's just me, it's the way I am, it's the way I come across, so apologies about that. But yes, I'll try not to be so glum, so to speak. Be a bit more positive in my videos and what I'm saying about things, rather than just the droning tones of my voice. You know, I'm not going to be jumping up and down doing star jumps or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but we'll be a bit more positive, shall we? But yeah, as you can see, I assume all these boats along here are moored up waiting to go into the shed, which is just there for I'm guessing paintwork, any damaged repairs, bit of a polish on the hull and the top sides. But they certainly have to cram them in here. You know, Richardsons do have a lot of boats. San Francisco here. Have to be very wary walking along these, well, so not sidewalks, are they? They're not even pontoons, so they're not floating, but, well, whatever they're called. Dodge the ropes, otherwise you could end up on your face or on your arse, one or the other, or both. But as you can see, a lot of these need a bit of a tidy up, a bit of a spruce up. I haven't got a microphone plugged in, you can probably tell, but there's no wind, so that shouldn't be a problem for you. I do have a new microphone, courtesy of Mr. Dave Whitworth. If it works, then he's a legend. If it doesn't work, he's a leg end. No, he's a great guy. But yeah, as you can see, Richardson staff have got a lot of work on their hands for the next few months. So as you can see along here, we've got Richardson's elite fleet boats. We've got the Monaco's Broadsman Commander. You've got quite a few Broadways down here as well. I didn't realise they had so many commanders. I mean, I've seen up to number 7 on the back of the boat, so it must at least have 7. Didn't realise they had that many. I'm not sure how many Commodores they've got. But yeah. And you've got a load more along the quay side over there as well, stretching all the way down. You might not be able to see very well because of the sun. Apologies about that. But as you can see, the river level is quite high. I have a lot of rain up this part of the country recently. I think they had some sleet either yesterday or the day before. Today is Saturday the 5th of December. Travelled up last night from West Sussex. Left home at 7 o'clock. Got to Herbert Woods probably about 10:30, which wasn't bad going really. But as you can see, the elite fleet from Richardson's does stretch all the way down there, and on the opposite of our bank as well, you've got some boats that are waiting to go into the shed for maintenance. Got a Broadlander there as well. But yeah, the boatyard is actually closed. There's not anyone about at all. I'm guessing they only work Saturdays during the season. Obviously there's no mad rush to get boats ready. I don't think Richardson start hiring until, I don't know if it's late February or early March. So they basically have half of November, all of December, January, majority of February to get everything they need done, ready for the new hirers. As you'll remember from my previous videos, you've probably seen me do this walk a few times in Stalham's boatyard, but it has been in the dark, and it is nice to see the yard fill up with all the boats. The weather's much better than I expected it to be. When I checked at the beginning of the week, it said rain for today. We've had a few light showers, but nothing persistent. As you can see, the clouds are a bit angry, so to speak, but yeah, hopefully we dodge the showers. I think it's coming up for about 2 o'clock now. I've already been into Wroxham this morning, had a look around there. Went to Roy's, got some provisions first thing this morning, got there for 8 o'clock when it opened, and then stopped at Laden Bridge Butchers on the way back as well. As you can see, you've got the likes of Melody and San Remo over there. You've got a couple of Siestas and a Mystic Horizon as well. I'm not sure because last time I came down here, a majority of the boats in this quay here were for sale. I know San Fernando is, or one of them is there. One of those is for sale. Jamaica down here, that's for sale I know, because I've seen it on the website. I'm not sure about the rest of them. They might be just being kept in here because, well, all the boats are in and they need to as much space as they can get. That sun is really bright now when it's not behind the clouds. take you over to this far corner and you can see the boats over on the far bank which have been laid up. Be careful not to slip on here because I mean you did last time. Melody 4 had that last year. As you can see over there on the bank, more boats waiting for some work. I can hear a boat, just see the top of it moving over there, but it's not coming this way. Must be a private one come out the wet shed. But yeah, we'll have a look around the other side now. just quickly before I go, and we have San Remo 2 here, which, you know, I told you before, this is my favourite boat of the Broads. Don't ask me why, but it just is. Looks like she's already been through the shed. She's looking very clean and polished, and then obviously down here you've got the hull, which hasn't got a mark on it. So I assume she's been through the shed for a paint, or maybe just a polish. But yeah, she's ready to go already for the new season. Looks like the name's been repainted on the side as well. Yeah, all good to go. So I've just stopped off at Laden Bridge, just as it started to rain. But as you can see, look at that stunning rainbow. It really is stunning, and you can just about see it all the way down and over the other side there. But yeah, the rivers are very quiet. I was here earlier on this morning. I saw two boats. I saw Dave Silvercloud. He wasn't on it. Another couple were on it, but yeah, and I saw another private boat more up outside Laden Bridge boatyard, and that was it. Horning Ferry Marina have got 4 boats out at the moment, another 2 going out today, and I also saw a Brinkcraft boat at Horning earlier as well. So there are people out and about on hire boats, but trying to find them is a mission. As you can see, we'll just go across the other side. It's only a little bit of rain, it's not going to kill anyone. It's not going to melt, am I? Look at the colour of that. I don't know whether the phone will pick it up on the camera, but that blue and that sky over there, it's not the usual blue you would see. But yeah, this is Laden Bridge. All is very quiet. So I just walked down to the riverbank now. And as you can see, we've got, well, nearly 8 foot of the bridge. Water's not lapping over the edges underneath, so plenty of room. So we've got a Broads Authority barge. Obviously not doing any work at the weekends. It's not Broads Authority, is it? It's Environment Agency probably. Got a nice little galley area in there. Keep them fed and watered. That stunning rainbow again, the reflection on the water. It really is pretty. It just feels so strange to be down here and not a single boat to be moored up along here. I'm due to be back on a boat in March, end of March. Another Brinks duet, number 5. I don't think it's going to be busy even then, to be honest with you. I mean, it'll be a lot busier than it is now, but I still think that moorings will be plentiful wherever I want to go. Might be able to get into the popular places no problem, like Meter's Head, Ranworth, Womack. Not sure what the tide's doing at the moment. Doesn't seem to be much movement at all. It's pretty stagnant. Is that the right word? Stagnant? Little movement. We'll put it that way. Very, very peaceful. there won't be any problems tying up for water today for anyone that wants to get any. So here we have the log ride, which clearly won't be working because it's in pieces at the moment. Doing some maintenance obviously for the winter period, get it finished for next season. I mean, it's not spectacular, but you know, the kids love it. Always quite popular when you see people down here in the summer holidays. But yeah, very much needed some TLC. So here we are at the model village, which is closed. Never actually been inside. From all the pictures on the outside, it just doesn't look as realistic as I'd hoped it would, with the scales and stuff. But that's not to say, you know, it's not a nice family tourist attraction for people to visit. Just my personal taste is not really one for me. But as you can see, we've got a lot of food outlets here, which are all closed up. Ice creams, fish and chips as well. Yeah, they're not going to make much trade this time of year. It's not worth them opening. As you can see, it's fairly quiet down here. There's not many people about, which is nice. Got some more gift shops along here. Bowling alley, that's open. Here we are at the winter garden that I said to you about when we drove past. Looking very, very sad and sorry for itself. Such a grand building back in the day. But now it needs a penny or two spending on it. And here we have the Sea Life Centre, which is actually open. Looks very quiet in there, but you know, it's nice to see these sort of places opening up again. And over there you've got the sea. Wind farm as well. But yeah, I think that'll be enough all that I'll show you for the time being. Maybe I'll speak to you a bit later on. So this is the main drag up to the town centre from the seafront. In the summer it's very much hustle and bustle down here, with all these market type shops selling their clothes and souvenirs, but this time of year it's an absolute ghost town. I think there's one shop there that's open, might be a couple more further down, but apart from that there's not really much going on down here. Whether it's because it's a Sunday, I don't know, or whether it is just the time of year, but yeah, it's very, very quiet. So managed to reach the yacht station here at Great Yarmouth, where it looks like some maintenance is being undertaken. A couple of platforms with machinery on them, one over there and another one there, which is obviously an obstruction to navigation. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's all fenced off. Even further down you can't actually get onto the bank itself. I'm guessing you can still navigate down here, so it's just a restriction. They haven't actually stopped it completely. But again, it's very quiet. Not much movement on the water either. I'm guessing it's, well, I don't know, but the level of the bridge says it's probably about 8 foot, so it looks like it's still coming in, but maybe very slowly. I mean, it's a shame I've walked the way down here from the pleasure beach to find out I can't walk along the bank, but not the end of the world, is it? There are worse things happening in the world at the moment, so. But yeah, that's the yacht station. Back open again around Easter, I would have thought, for all you holiday makers that have got trips planned. I doubt it will be open when I come in March. I don't know when Easter is next year in relation to when I go, but might venture down south in March, might not. I'll just play it by ear at the time. But time to head back now down to the car and decide where I drive off to next. So here we are back at the car now. I'm going to start heading back west, I suppose it is. It's now just gone 1:30. I do apologise for the extremely shaky footage. Feel free to skip if you wish, because I wouldn't watch it, to be fair. Unfortunately the roads aren't as smooth as they once were. Basically heading back along the same road that we came down. Back towards the A47. I mean, the amount of people that approach mini roundabouts at speed just assuming no one's going to be coming the other direction, end up having to slam the brakes on. Silly. But I can definitely say I've done a fair bit of exercise for today, walking all the way down from Pleasure Beach down to the yacht station. Seagulls. So I was fortunate not to get wet while I was out and about. There was the odd spit here and there, but nothing prolonged. Those of you that have been to Great Yarmouth in a car before, you should recognise these roads. The main ones in and out of Great Yarmouth. Whenever I see a red Citroen Zara Picasso in front of me like that one, it reminds me of the famous YouTube video of Ronnie Pickering. Anyone that hasn't seen that video, I suggest you look it up. It's very funny. Bridge of the viewer now. The famous ones where you have to check the tide levels before you come through. You've got Asda on the left. Got the railway line. And if you turn left at this roundabout, it takes you over Braden Bridge down towards the likes of Lowestoft, Beccles, that sort of area of the Broads. I don't know whether it's going to pick up on camera, but you can just about, well, I'll go over the other side of this roundabout, you might be able to just see the edge of Braden Water. Just on the left there now. No, you can't really see it, can you? Oh, you see a little bit. And then you've got the railway line that runs along the edge of it. But yeah, that's out of Great Yarmouth now. To the A47. The extremely long piece of straight road that takes you down towards the roundabout where you can go straight across into Acorn, sorry. But yeah, this road goes on for absolutely ages and it's dead straight, so I won't bore you any longer. I think you've seen enough of my road trip, so I'll speak to you a bit later on. So just got back to Heigham. I managed to stop, pull over and plug the microphone in, so you might be able to hear me a little bit better now, with a bit of luck. So this is the easterly entrance into Heigham. As you can see in front, we've got the bridge. We're not going to go back to the apartment just yet. I'm going to take you down to Womack first. Latham's car park is absolutely heaving. Chock-a-block. But yeah, I wanted to take you down to Womack in the car. It's not that far down here, to be honest. It's only about a 5-minute drive. I had a little look down there first thing this morning, and there was one private boat all up down there, and then a lot of fishermen, probably about 5 or 6 fishermen on the bank doing their thing. The Premier Inn shop there on the right, and then you've got the Falgate Inn pub here on the left corner. Popular with a few Broads visitors that I have spoken to. This road eventually, if you keep following it, takes you all the way to Laden village, and then from there it's to Horning, and then a little bit further on from that it comes into Wroxham. But we're not going that far this time, we're just going to be going down to Womack. I do apologise if these videos aren't your cup of tea. I appreciate that there's not really much Broads action. I was going to hire a day boat for a couple of hours some point over these 4 days, but with the weather being inconsistent, I don't think I'm going to bother. I could hire one for a couple of hours tomorrow, but my plans for tomorrow are pop into Norwich actually. I'll do a bit of my Christmas shopping, get that done and dusted. But I'll probably catch the train in from Wroxham rather than drive in, because by the time you've driven into Norwich, pay for parking, it makes more sense to pay for train. £6.20 return on a train. So, you know, it's a sensible thing to do, and I won't be buying too much where I won't be able to carry the bags. So, but yeah, we just turn left down here, takes you down to Wagtail Staithe. You have to be very careful because you don't want to be meeting someone coming the other way if you can help it. Frequent visitors will recognise this road. A walk up from the Staithe. Popular with walkers along here as well. boats all the way along to Hunter's Yard, this road, if you keep going down. But no, it doesn't look like there's a single boat in down here. Oh, I guess there is. A couple of private boats. Looks like all the fishermen are gone now. So it's a completely different place this time of year. Doesn't look like I can get past down there by the looks of things. There's a no, I'm going to go back out the way I came because someone's decided to park their camper van opposite a big piece of concrete. But that's fine. I mean, they could have gone over a little bit more to the right hand side, but hey ho. But yeah, there's not really much going on down here. I didn't expect there to be honest, but yeah. So we'll head back now. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those people in that camper just to be moving over just a touch so traffic can get past, but never mind. Right, back to the apartment. Catch you guys later. So, I couldn't resist, people. And I have lied to you. I didn't head back to the apartment after leaving Womack. I decided to take a trip down to Wroxham. Because why the hell not, eh? You're in Norfolk, and you know, it'll be rude not to visit Wroxham as many times as you can during your stay. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I've noticed the Barnes day boats aren't operating this winter. I'm pretty sure that they used to, but it says that they're not renting out day boats now until the spring. I'm sure that they used to do it over the winter, but maybe I'm losing my memory. So we'll take a wander down to the famous Barnes Brinkcraft yard. Nice to see the puddle's still here. Don't expect to see anyone down here at all, really. Boatyard shut, so it is cold out here, but you know, a bit of cold's not going to hurt you, is it? I feel obliged to get some boat and river footage in for you guys if you're kind enough to be watching these videos. Everyone likes to see a boat, don't they? Even if they are just sitting here having a rest, a well-deserved rest from the hire season. He's left the heating on. I guess that's a heater and not some sort of generator or something. Who knows? Anyway. think barns still let out their holiday apartments during the winter. Looks like Brink's Jazz has been left open there. A bit soggy inside when they come to move that next to do some work on it. There's my Duet 3 that I had back in July. If you see my other videos, you'll see my week on her. But Wroxham is a completely different place in the winter. Still has its features, but there's just nothing going on. Let's take a wander around the other side for you. Again, apologies if these videos are a bit boring. They're not, you know, the usual from what I have been uploading, but some people will appreciate it, and I do. Even if just one person likes my videos, do you know what I mean? It makes it all worth doing at the end of the day. Got a lot of day boats out of the water here. I know Barnes have got quite a few of their boats for sale at the moment. I think Rexmoor's for sale, Royal Stewart, Brink's Jazz, another one. I think one of the Symphonies or the Emperors is for sale as well. I'm not sure which. Brink's Aries, that's for sale. Brink's Royale, that's another one that's for sale. I'm just seeing that one there. You've got a Brink's Encore Plus 5 there, which Al Bennett is on. I think it's in May next year. Following, after watching my video on Brink's Encore 2, which is there, next door. It's nice to know that just by watching my video that Al changed the boat that he was hiring. I think he was on a Belmore, that's Belmore TC there, but I think he changed from Belmore to a Brink's Encore for accessibility reasons. And yeah, from the results of watching my video, which, you know, it makes it worth doing, like I said. Anything to help other people out. And then over here on the riverbank we've got Brink's Duet 5, which I have got booked for March, which is in about 109 days time from looking at my countdown this morning. But there she is. So yes, I'll be seeing her in March. We've got Brink's Romany here. A couple of Serenades. Which is an upgrade on the old Royal Oak that they had. Similar design, but a bit more modern. I think mainly it's the rear that's been adapted, but the front looks pretty much the same. But yeah, it's all quiet around here. We've got a Brink's Rhapsody in the hoist over there, probably having a clean of its bottom. And then over there you see the 3 properties in a row there, terrace properties. They're Barnes Brinkcraft. You can hire them out. Those 3 there. Let's take a wander back down this end for you. So that's the TC. So the one next to Encore Plus 5 is actually the standard Belmore. So Alan, as you can see, the difference in the height of the side decks will be much easier for you to get on and off. There's a comparison for you. But yeah, you made a good choice in picking the Encore. And there's the one I had back in October. A couple more of the duets. And here's number 3 that I had in July again. So from Wroxham, I will say goodbye for now, and I may talk to you a bit later on.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to a very, very, very quiet Ranworth Staithe. But we do have a hire boat in. Looks like it's a Bream Captain, which has travelled up from the Southern Broads. Yeah, what a difference a couple of months makes. Just a couple of private boats here as well. We've got Mag something. Is it Magnifique here, which used to be being the Brinkcraft. And then you've got don't know whether it's an ex-Herbert Woods or a ex-Faircroft Loins low liner over there called Calypso, who I've noticed tends to mooring hop between Horning Staithe and Ranworth Staithe on a daily basis. I guess that beats having to pay for a permanent mooring in a marina. You just go from one place to another each day. You've got a nice Ocean 30 over there, another private boat. It is very, very chilly today. I think it's only got up to about 3 or 4 degrees. Caught the 7:57 train into Norwich this morning. Gets you in about 8:15. Went to the market, had a bacon roll for breakfast. And then I did 90% of my Christmas shopping, so that's all practically done now. I've just got a couple of little bits to get, but apart from that, it's all done. It saves me having to do it when I get back. But yes, heading home tomorrow. Back down to Sussex. I have to be out of the apartment by, I think it's 9, hand the keys back in. So, yeah, then it's about a 3.5 hour journey back down. Not sure if this is the work boat that was at Laden Bridge a couple of days ago. Could possibly be. And we've got a boat just coming in now. Down the dam. Not sure if that's a private boat or a hire boat from the south. I don't recognise it from being up here, that's for sure, on the Norfolk Broads. But yeah, like I say, here's Calypso. That goes from Ranworth to Horning, Horning to Ranworth, Ranworth to Horning, Horning to Ranworth, Ranworth to Horning. There's a lot of wildlife down here, considering there's nowhere near to feed them. You've got the church over there. I'm not going to walk over towards it this time. I've done it twice this year already, so I'll no doubt be back there in March. Not sure where that boat's gone. Oh, it's over there. Actually, I think I recognise that boat. I think it's Emerald Star that moors at inside the Richardson's marina at Horning. By the looks of it. But yes, I'm gonna probably head back to Heigham now. Have a bit of a chill out. Think about what I'm going to do for dinner. Whether I'm going to cook something or grab a takeaway. The choices are endless. But I feel obliged to possibly go to the Chinese in Horning if it's open. Yep, I know. There she is. I was right. It is Emerald Star. But yes, let's go back in the warm because I can no longer feel the ends of my fingers. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. So I've just popped out to Wroxham as it's my last evening. The north side of the bridge, outside the King's Head. Horning Chinese is closed on a Monday. A lot of the takeaways in Stalham closed on a Monday. Gray's Fish and Chips in Wroxham is closed on a Monday. So I'm going to go to Ken's, I think, to get fish and chips from there. But just looking at Liberty over there on the side of the river, very pretty with its Christmas lights, very festive. But yeah, here's the King's Head. Very, very cold, very cold. So I'll probably end up, well, actually I don't know where I'm going to end up eating really. By the time I get it back to the apartment, the food will be cold. So it might be a case of walking and eating at the same time. But if that's how it is, that's how it is. But yeah, very, very quiet in Wroxham. So here we are on Tuesday morning. Very cold and frosty and misty this morning when I woke up. But yeah, just one last shot of Herbert Woods' yard before I head off back down south. Another lovely short break, same as I had last year. No complaints at all. All went well. So yes, Norfolk until March. I will see you then.